Rice, Kaiso rice to be specific, is the main culinary affair of Butaleja district. The small-scale growing of the small-grained rice, locally known as Kaiso, for food and for business, is the livelihood of this district. Rice is eaten for breakfast, lunch, and supper. For more than 40 years now, almost the entire breadth of Doho, Nakwasi, and Luoba wetlands has been covered in rows of rice. And yet, Butaleja remains among the poorest districts in Uganda. A kilogram of Kaiso rice at farm gate price costs 1,800 shillings. A retailer will pay 1,900 shillings for the same kilogram, meaning a trader only gets 100 shilling profit on every kilogram of rice sold. Kenyan traders, however, buy rice husks at 3,000 shillings per sack, refine them, and then resell them in the district at 6,000 shillings per kilogram. The low prices are due to the poor value addition.
Ekireeta omuceere kubeera wansi ffe twefaako ng'abantu abakulembeze betusindika tebatuyamba. Bakyetaaga omukulembeze n'abayamba ne mukuleedinga omuceere ogwo n'abanoonyeza akatale. Omuceere tugutundira wano, omuntu ava Buganda n'ajja n'atuseerera wano.
When you look at our rice currently, it does not compete with the rice which is imported from Tanzania.
Why?
For them, they do grading, they do the packing, the branding. For us here, we don't do any of that.
Those who can afford to pour the harvested rice on tarpaulins and then hang it out to dry. Traders like Peter Haduhulu place the tarpaulins on the main street in the town. Cars and motorcycles drive over it. Poorer families, though, dry their rice on the bare ground, and this affects the quality of the rice.
Ekifo kitono kale tubeera wano nga tukola ki twenyigirizawo tutyo nga tuteeka wansi kale n'obeeraawo ng'oyagala okufuna ssente naye nga tofuna tetulina abantu batusobola okutukwatirira oba batuyingize mu mabanka we gatyo tufune ssente egitugasa.
However, while rice growing offers a livelihood, it comes at a high environmental cost. Michael Higenyi Bori, the incoming LC5 chairperson, plans to rejuvenate the district's wetland management plan to curb environmental degradation.
One of the projects that we want to encourage our people to resort to is fish farming as another measure to help us reduce that big pressure.
In the near future, transporting rice from Butaleja to Tororo and Kenya may prove to be difficult since the bridge straddling the shortest route is now in dire need of repairs. Namulo Bridge, which straddles River Manafwa, lies between Himuntu and Mazimasa sub-counties. Constructed in the early 2000s using metal and timber, Namulo was intended to be a footbridge. However, today, trailers carrying tons of rice pass on this frail bridge.
It appears that the materials that were used, especially the timber, was not of good quality. Usually after some time, maybe a period of about 6 months, the timber breaks, and it also takes a lot of time, a long time before we get people to work on it.
Ebituli ebyo ng'omwana ayitamu n'omuntu omukulu ng'asobola okuyitamu. Bayitangamu ne bagwamu olw'okuba nti abantu baawano bamanyi okuwuga nga bavuga ne babajjamu.
2 weeks ago, the district appealed to the Uganda National Roads Authority, or UNRA branch in Tororo district, for help. UNRA repaired the bridge using more timber. Ugandan rice has the real potential to transform the livelihoods of the farmers in Butaleja. Currently, Uganda is the biggest exporter of rice to South Sudan, taking close to 32,000 metric tons. For lack of a better word, one would call this an international bridge. Trucks and trailers from Kenya and from Uganda to Kenya pass here. But the sorry state of Namulo Bridge poses a high risk to the truckers and the residents. Gillian Nantume at Namulo Bridge in Butaleja district.